Peace, y'all, and welcome into another reading. You already know the vibes, Divine Destiny, back at it like a tarot addict. And we're just going to jump right in. Today's message, we will be focusing on what is keeping you from jumping into that next level up. So if that's something that vibes with you, come vibe with me and let's tap in. We're going to take a few deep breaths to tune in with spirit. At this time, calling forth my spirit guides, angels, and ancestors, asking what messages you have to deliver to the collective today in relation to their next level. What is blocking them? What is keeping them from stepping into this next level up fully, authentically, wholeheartedly, and unapologetically? What is it that we need to know? Giving you gratitude for using me as a vessel in which these messages come through and asking you to shield, clothe, protect, and cover me as I channel these messages. Amen. Got the Harmony card, Suffering in Silence, and Destiny.
Are you an ambitious co-creator with a strategy that feels out of alignment? You're meant for mastery, but if your vision feels blurred or your next move isn't crystal clear, you're wasting your most valuable asset, your energy. That's why I created the Divine Alignment Blueprint. This isn't just a reading, it's your personalized 90-minute strategic command session. We pinpoint your highest purpose, clear the energetic blocks, and forge your sovereign action plan, a precise divine strategy to accelerate your purpose for the next 6 to 12 months. Stop guessing. Start commanding. Book your Divine Alignment Blueprint session today and unlock your undeniable destiny.
With the Harmony and the Destiny coming out here, Heartache and Loss is at the bottom of the deck, right? But with the Harmony and the Destiny coming out here, it's letting you know that like you are exactly where you need to be at this point in your life, okay? Everything is being divinely orchestrated, divinely guided in your life at this time. And what I'm seeing just from the bottom of the deck with this Suffering in Silence and this Heartache and Loss, throat chakra energy is very significant with this color blue, the number 9 here. And so just intuitively what I'm getting from this is like it's time to speak up, it's time to say some things, it's time to release some mental space, free up some mental space, free up some emotional space, free up some energetic space. I'm going to take this from whatever heartaches or losses it is that you might have endured in the past, or even, some of us might be a little nervous to speak up or say what we need to say because we feel it might bring upon a heartache, a loss, whether for ourselves or for somebody else. But you're being intuitively guided with this intuition card to move into this place of harmony, this energy of harmony, right? By saying whatever it is that you need to say, by speaking up in whatever way it is that you need to speak up at this time, right? I'm going to dive all the way into it so we can get some real messages and see the spirit got open up. But heavy on that with the Suffering in Silence, it's very contemplative energy. It's something you know in your heart, a move you know you need to make, something you know you need to say, express, share. Significant. We're going to leave it in reverse. All right, so we're looking here at this Harmony card, right? Heart chakra, very significant. Maybe healing, opening, and aligning in your heart chakra. Right. The question we ask is, what is keeping you from from moving into this next level up for yourself, right? And what I'm seeing here is like spirit is asking you to find harmony, find balance, find peace within yourself internally. And I say that because the sun came out with the devil in reverse, right? So the sun is you shining fully, authentically, wholeheartedly, and unapologetically. That's part of what I asked, right? This is you allowing yourself to illuminate and shine in whatever way, shape, or form, in whatever aspect of life, right? That is going to bring you peace and harmony, right? Allowing yourself to be freely and exist freely is what is going to allow you to step into this energy of harmony, right? Meaning with this devil in reverse, we have to release the energies of self-sabotage, self-doubt, right? Worry. Just like I'm hearing disbelief, maybe disbelief in your own brightness, right? Disbelief in your own light, in your own power, right? And what it is you can and cannot create and manifest in this world, right? Spirit is asking you to flip that devil upside down, right? Whatever mindsets or energies internally that you've been telling yourself that are keeping you stuck, keeping you stagnant, keeping you small, keeping you in the dark, mentally, emotionally, physically, even energetically, right? Spirit is asking you at this time to start doing what it is that you need to do to release yourself from the holds of that devil energy, those codependent mindsets, those lack, that scarcity, all of that, right? Because that's coming out with the Father of Pentacles. So lack and scarcity might really be a mindset that we're holding on to at this time, right? With this Father of Pentacles energy, this is like the King of Pentacles in regular tarot, and it's very balanced here about the crown, right? With the colors popping out, the chakras popping out in the crown. So Spirit is asking you at this time to be very intuitive, right? We said that as well, but like remain in your awareness, remain in the awareness that you were divinely guided, divinely protected in every way, shape, or form. And in that guidance, you are being led to the stability, right? That inner guidance, that external guidance, that spiritual guidance is leading you to this place of harmony, to this place of balance, right? But you have to trust it to move forward. The Hierophant is out here, so you already have the keys. This is higher knowledge, higher learning. And what I'm hearing with that is like you already have all of the knowledge, all of the wisdom, all of the understanding, understanding, and understanding it is that you need to move forward. You already got the keys that you're already in your possession to move into this place of full balance, full harmony, full peace, right? To move forward into this next level up with the energy of balance and peace. Yeah, we're looking here at the Mother of Wands. And I think it's interesting that the snake is like coiled up around the wand. The wand represents like creative, passionate energy, right? Fiery energy. And the fact that the snake is coiled up around it makes me feel like we are not expressing ourselves creatively, passionately, sensually in the ways that we deserve and desire to do so, right? So Spirit is kind of asking you to like uncoil yourself to allow your expressive and creative energy to flow freely at this time, right? There are eggs there as well. So like it's a very protective mode. She's like hugging the egg. She's hugging the wand. Eggs are fertility, right? Creativity, abundance, things being birthed. So not only is Spirit asking you to uncoil a little bit to free the energy of your creative and sensual energy, but also being protective of your own creative and sensual energy, right? With this devil energy and the sun, being protective of your own light, being protective of your energy, how you show up in this world, especially with that devil energy coming out in reverse, right? Being protective of yourself from whatever energies, internal or external, might be keeping you in that devil mindset, right? Keeping you in that self-sabotage, that lack, that disbelief in self, in circumstance, in movement, right? That's keeping you in this cycle of suffering, in silence and heartache and loss, because this is the devil energy upright, right? This is what we're dealing with in that devil energy, and the fact that it's coming out in reverse for the level up is like fully releasing this, fully letting this go. And this could be past heartaches, past losses that we're still holding on to mentally or emotionally that are keeping us stagnant energetically, or keeping us from fully and authentically shining and showing up in our fullest lights and form, right? This could also be presently you're sitting in a cycle of suffering in silence for not speaking up because you don't want to endure a heartache or a loss of some kind. But at the end of the day, in reality, if that is where you're sitting, you're creating more heartache and loss for yourself personally on an internal, mental, and emotional level. You're creating more blockage, more barrier, more stagnation because of what it is that you're not saying. In trying to prevent a heartache or a loss from occurring. When in reality, hear me out. When in reality, right, if you release this thing, yes, you might feel through it. Yes, it might be emotional, mental, energetic attachment cord or tied to whatever it is that you're being encouraged or called to speak up about, but it's keeping you from up leveling, right? So not only are you sitting here in this anxious, depressed, silent, mental and emotional like cage entrapment, right? That this situation, experience, person, place, whatever it is for you is creating, but it's keeping you stagnant, which is creating more heartache and loss for you anyway. So the choice is truly yours, is what I'm hearing. Like, do you want to release whatever this is, feel through whatever this heartache or loss might be when it comes to this, and then move forward and up level into what it is you truly deserve and truly desire? Or are we going to sit in this heartache, this loss, whatever this cycle is, this double upright energy, this self-sabotage, this disbelief in self lack of self-worth, self-confidence, codependency, whatever it is for you, right? We're going to sit in this energy and just allow this cycle of suffering and heartache and loss to repeat anyway. So do you want to be in a continuous cycle of heartache and loss because we're breaking our own heart sitting in silence? Or do you want to just allow yourself to feel and heal through it, release the cycle of heartache and loss once you fell through it so that you can move into what it is that you truly deserve and desire at this time? 369 is significant. So it's a lot to unpack here. Okay, hold on, give me a minute. Because this all came out with the Judgment card, right? Freeing yourself from the shadows, freeing yourself from the bonds of whatever bird ass energy is occurring in your life, right? From the darkness, from the shadows. And like, obviously, this is being represented by birds. So this is like crows and ravens. And then you are emerging in your own light, in your own love as a swan or a dove or whatever, okay? Right? The actual birds don't matter, but just like imagery, right? With that being said, it's almost like whatever silence or oh my goodness, whatever cycle of silence you were suffering in, right? The heartache and loss is like because you were allowing yourself to be caged with the crows and the ravens when in reality you're a whole swan, you're a whole dove, right? Like you are an eagle, you are an entirely different bird than the energies that you are around, right? You fly different, you soar different. You can soar. These motherfuckers gotta flap every time. Do you feel me? Like it's that kind of energy. And so spirit is asking you to free yourself to be fully and authentically in your light. And that is what is going to help you move forward, right? With this Judgment card. Your judgment is to be free. That was a water bottle that just cracked in the background. So water could be significant, the water element at this time, right? That's coming out with the Hangman. So your judgment, spirit is calling judgment on your situation to help you get unstuck, okay? To help you. Once again, this is a bat. And the thing about the bat is like, yeah, it's hanging upside down, but by choice. Do you know what I'm saying? My nose is beginning to run. Channeling energy. Thank you, spirit. Let's chill though. Okay. The bat is hanging upside down, but like by choice. The bat is hanging upside down to rest, right? At any time, this bat could open its wingspan, its crazy wingspan, and fly free, right? And that's what Spirit is saying at this point. Like being hung up, being stuck, being stagnant, being in this hangman energy is a choice at this point. You can at any time choose to open up your arms and soar and fly free, openly, authentically, and wholeheartedly. Yeah, whatever it is that was crumbling was not built on a sturdy foundation in the first place. And I've never gotten this, but I don't think I've ever got these cards to come out together. We're looking here at this tower moment, right? So anything that was knocked down, Spirit did it on purpose. Like I said in the beginning, you were exactly where you need to be, and everything is being divinely guided and divinely orchestrated for you at this point. So even the things that are falling off, even the things that are falling apart, crumbling right before you or from up under you, they were not built on a sturdy foundation in the first place. So Spirit is intervening to remove and release the things that are no longer serving you. The thing I find interesting about this tree, right, in the regular tower, the lightning strikes the tower and like the whole tower is burning up and there's people jumping out, right? It's a lot of chaos. The thing about this tree though, it's like the tree is actually very sturdy. The only thing that the lightning has struck is a few branches, right? The lightning pushed off a few branches that were no longer serving the tree. And then with that being said, boom, new life, new branches are growing with this Ace of Wands energy, right? It's removing and releasing anything and anyone in your energetic field, mind, body, heart, spirit, internal, external energies that are not here to serve you, so that new beginnings, new brights, solar plexus, sacral chakra, root chakra energy, right? Very grounded, very rooted energy is what you're stepping into, right? These are these new beginnings, new opportunities in passion, in business, just new movement, new life is what I'm hearing. It's heading your way with this Wheel of Fortune energy here. Yes, because things are beginning to turn in your favor. I don't know if that's the sun or the moon, but it's giving the sun, right? So like the sun is at the bottom of the wheel and the moon is here at the top. So the light is illuminating the bottom of the wheel, but the intuition is what's guiding that wheel, is what I'm getting at this time, right? So with that being said, the light, the sun that you show up as is what is illuminating the Wheel of Fortune, which is what is allowing things to begin to turn in your favor. The more you stand in your power, in your energy, in your light, in your truth, and radiate fully unapologetically, right? The more you're allowing the wheel to turn in your favor, right? And when that wheel is turning, it is up to you with that moon energy to follow your intuitive guidance, to follow your intuition and make the movement choices and decisions that are in actual full alignment with you. But know that things are absolutely happening for you at this time. With this temperance energy, you are being guided to find balance. And I think that's interesting because this is like a water bird, right? But it's also like dancing with fire, I guess you could say, but it's like standing in water. If you ask me, this looked like water to me, okay. But it's standing in water, but it's also holding fire, right? And that's a balancing act in itself, because fire and water counteract each other. So finding the balance between your emotions, between your mental state and your passions and your purpose, your drive, is what Spirit is encouraging you to do, right? That's that harmony that they're asking you to find at this time. To move into the next level, we have to find balance in the physical and the spiritual and the emotional and the mental and in all different aspects of ourselves, right? Like I said, you are exactly where it is that you need to be at this point in your life with that destiny calling. Everything is happening for you at this point. Hmm. Yeah, I'm looking here at this destiny card, and the thing I think is interesting here, never got this either, is like this is the main woman, right? And then we're looking at like different parts of her, and these parts down here are just like faded remnants. And even like these, as we go around, she's fading as well, right? But she's whole here in herself, fully and authentically. So, what I'm getting from that is like the heartaches, the losses, the cycles. Spirit is asking you to release them because they are a part of the past, faded versions of you, right? And you are stepping fully and authentically, or at least you're being called to, right? To step into this next level up, this next level of yourself, of your life. You're being called to fully step wholly and authentically into who it is you will show up as in the present. And if we're holding on to the faded parts of ourselves, or energies, thought forms, emotions, experiences, heartaches and losses, traumas of the faded parts of ourselves, we're not allowing ourselves to fully show up in the way we are supposed to, right? With our light burning bright at this time. This is the Seven of Wands. And I always find it very interesting, like how the other ones are like leaning to the side, and this one is standing up on its own, burning very brightly. And I think that's very in line with the rest of the message, right? Like with this bird here on its own, standing alone, flying higher than the rest of the birds, all alone by itself, right? That's significant. What I'm getting from that is like everybody can't go. Everybody can't go. And in this next level that you're going, you have to take yourself. You have to allow your light to shine wholly. This little light of mine, I'm going to let it shine, let it shine, let it shine, let it shine, and continue to let it shine no matter what dull wands that are lit up around you are trying to dim you or trying to get a piece of your light, which is why Spirit came through with that protective energy. Radiate your light fully, wholly, and authentically, but also protect it. Move intuitively, move with discernment, because the world is in your hands. The world is your oyster. The world is yours to co-create fully, authentically. But you have to, with the star card coming out with the Three of Swords in reverse, right? This is that heartache and loss. This is letting it go. The star card is very healing. And you heal that, once again, the brightest star standing alone, fully and authentically. You heal your heartaches and losses. You move into this next level, this next version of yourself, of your timeline, of your existence, of your reality, right? Of business, of whatever it is, of your relationships. You step into this next version, this next level, by allowing yourself to shine, to be recognized, to be seen fully and authentically on your own for who it is that you are, so that you can heal whatever these swords that were put into your back, right? These swords were trying to bind you up into a smaller, dimmer version of yourself. So Spirit is saying, and with that bat energy of like being stuck is a choice at this point, right? It's a choice to be bound to these heartaches and losses at this point. So Spirit is asking you to heal in your own light, in your own love, in your own truth, so that you can move past these energies at this time, right? Father of Swords, move with decisive action, energy, and authority. Look at how look at how wise this owl is. And I only said that because why are his eyebrows so long? That's a lot of wisdom he holding in them damn eyebrows, okay? And so Spirit is asking you to use the wisdom, use the knowledge that you have gained. Like I said, you have the keys. Everything you need is already within you. So use that knowledge, use your intuition, intuitive energy to move forward with this Father of Swords energy, to be decisive, to cut the cords, to remove yourself, to release yourself, to free yourself from anything and everything that is not in a full alignment and full accordance with what it is you got going on, where it is you're going, who it is you're becoming, what it is you're stepping into, this next level, this next timeline. One more. Thank you. Yeah. Deception and envy came out as we were discussing that, right? What the things we're stepping away from, the things we're moving away from, is definitely energies in your life that are not here for your highest good, highest self, highest purpose. Like I said, they were sticks trying to get you matched, right? There's sticks trying to be lit up by you, and Spirit is saying, light up yourself and let your light shine fully and authentically. And if the energies around you cannot find a spark for themselves, because of the inspiration of the light you show up as, then it's not your job to light them up. So if there's energies around you that are deceptive and envious, it's time to move away, right? Not allowing yourself to sit in this stagnant, unfertile, not growing, and not moving cycle. Just walking in a circle around a desolate tree, around the sands of time, for the end of time. It is your choice to step out of this cycle with this moving on card. Yeah, Spirit is asking you to move into your own light, step out of the shadows of other people or the shadows other people try to project onto you and step into your truth. 2442 was on my time, and that feels very significant. 2442. Moving out of the bullshit to step into your material and spiritual prosperity and abundance. That has been the message. If you like this video, share it with someone you love, share it with somebody you think needs to hear it. If you need anything from me, if you'd like to book a personal reading, if you'd like to get into an astrology chart reading, anything at all of those links are going to be in the description box, my bio, or the pinned comment. And until next time, stay divine.